India.
So, what did Trump or what did America gain?
Viewers, from your smartphones to your smart televisions, trending stories are always breaking the internet. Tonight, we have lined up for you stories raging viral online. First up, we have Tejaswin Shankar, India's new indoor athletics king. He has written history at the Asian Indoor Athletics Championship, clinched gold medal at the continental meet. Now, next up, we have Dakshineshwar Suresh, a 25-year-old from Madurai, ranking 465 in the world, powered India to a historic 3-2 Davis Cup win over the Netherlands. In fact, we also have lined up for you about the big ICC meeting held with Pakistan and Bangladesh cricket boards in Lahore, pressurizing Pakistan to reconsider its decision to boycott the match against India. That's not all. We also have for you a national rifle shooter, Meghna Sajnar, who clinched a bronze medal in the ongoing Asian Championship in Delhi, where 8 months pregnant, an achievement that stunned the sporting world. We have this and a lot more lined up for you in this episode. I am Ishita Mitra and this is Trending. And now, viewers, India has a new indoor athletics king, Tejaswin Shankar. He has rewritten history at the Asian Indoor Athletics Championship, clinching men's heptathlon gold and delivering India's only gold medal at the continental meet. Now, with a stunning 5,993 points, Shankar not only topped the field but also shattered his own national indoor record, ending India's 16-year wait for a heptathlon medal at the Asian level. Now, it's also the second best score ever by an Asian athlete. India wrapped up the championship with about 5 medals overall, finishing 6th in the medal tally, while China dominated the table. In fact, my colleague Himanshu Shekhar also spoke to Tejaswin Shankar, the star himself. Let's listen in.
Viewers, joining me on the show is the newsmaker himself, Tejaswin Shankar. He's joining me from Singapore airport. He is coming back to India with a gold and the second best score by any Asian at the Asian Indoor Championships. Tejaswin, welcome, congratulations. Tell me, how is the feeling right now?
Thank you so much. It feels great. Obviously, every athlete dreams of being able to win a gold medal for India. And I've always been in a position where, for some reason or the other, I was always, just shy of the gold medal podium. Won a few silvers, won a few bronze medals at the Asian level, Commonwealth level. So having the opportunity to stand on that podium and listen to the national anthem was, tremendously special.
Tejaswin, I'm told that with 5,993 score, this probably is also an all-time national record for us.
Yeah, that's correct. So I held the national record before this, so I kind of broke my own national record, which was 5,600 some points from 2021. I think what was more significant is the fact that, like I mentioned, being able to compete with some of my Asian peers, because the people who made the podium, so the guy who finished bronze, Yuma, he is an Asian champion. The guy who was 4th, who he beat, is also an Asian champion. And obviously the guy who finished 2nd, he's somebody who's coming up the ranks from China. And there's also other decathletes, combined events athletes, and all of these people are going to be present at the Asian Games in October. So if I want to go out and if I'm talking a big game about going and winning a gold at the Asian Games, then I have to size myself up against all these peers or all these competitors at such competitions early on in the season, so I can see what my strengths and weaknesses are, but at the same time I can see what they are doing in their prep, which I have to be aware of or whatnot.
So how do you see your preparation now that you have a gold under your belt? Now, how do you think the challenge would be different in the Asian Games?
Yeah, I think it was really good. Something else is in the outdoor season at the Asian Games, which is an outdoor competition, you have 10 events and not 7. In the indoors, you do 7 events, which is the heptathlon. The 3 that you're not able to do inside are obviously the discus and javelin. Those are the 2 because those are long throws, so you really can't throw that inside. And then the 400, that's the additional event. So these 3 events you don't do in a heptathlon, and these are added in the 7 to make it a 10, which is the outdoor decathlon.
Tejaswin Shankar, thank you, and it's an incredible feeling being an Indian today, watching you win gold, and those 52 seconds will be etched in our memories too. Wish you all the best for Asian Games, and thank you for joining on the Trending Show.
All right, our viewers, while the country was focused on the T20 World Cup, Indian tennis quietly found a new hero. Dakshineshwar Suresh, now 25-year-old hailing from Madurai, ranked 465 in the world. It powered India to a historic 3-2 Davis Cup win over the Netherlands. Now standing 6 feet 5 inches tall, Suresh, also known as DK, delivered a remarkable performance in just his second Davis Cup tie, winning both single matches as well as then partnering with the Yuki Bamri to clinch the decisive doubles. Now his straight sets win over World number 6 sealed one of the biggest upsets in recent Indian tennis history. Armed with a booming serve and aggressive baseline game, Suresh represents a modern, power-driven shift in Indian tennis. From Madurai to Davis Cup spotlight, DK has announced his arrival. Now, in fact, my colleague Himanshu Shekhar also spoke with Jaideep, who is the former Davis Cup captain and a coach. In fact, he was present right at the match during Suresh's win. Let's listen in.
Jaideep sir, good evening and thank you for joining. How will you see this victory of Dakshineshwar Suresh?
Good evening, Himanshu. It's great talking to you. It's a great achievement by these boys. It really is a fantastic effort. In fact, I was there yesterday and I saw the match right through, and I was full kudos to this young kid, DK Suresh, Dakshineshwar Suresh. He's a find for last 10 years from India. No one knew about him a couple of months ago, and today he played all the 3 matches and won all of them. And incredibly, he did not lose a serve on all the matches. That's a fantastic effort, and I'm happy that he's done really well and should carry on. But being a tall kid and tall, he needs to look after himself. Taller you are more suspect to injuries. So I hope he can look after it, because he's a find for the All India tennis, for all our tennis, which was going through a bad patch recently. And I'm sure all tennis lovers in our country and all over the world must be very happy with the performance of this boy.
Jaideep, after 2019, it's for the first time that India they have a chance now to be into the Davis Cup final group matches. There's an obvious comparison with Leander Paes. Obviously, DK has height with him, and he's a big serve player. So how do you see him coming up? Like, is he only a service guy, or do you think he has that resilience that probably we once saw in Leander?
Well, he has big shoes to fill to come up to Leander's standard, Leander or Sania or Mahesh. But he's on the way. He has a fantastic serve. In fact, I think the best serve I've seen in Indian tennis, even bigger than Vijay Amritraj's.
Well, Jaideep Mukherjee, how do you see India's chances of qualifying in the main round now?
Well, you see, every match now is very, very tough. South Korea yesterday beat Argentina, was a great team, and we beat Holland. But depends where we play, Himanshu. If you play in India, we have a very good chance. If you play in South Korea, it's going to be a very tough match. They'll play it in a slow court, and it will not suit DK, but it will suit Sumit Nagal, who's a very good clay court expert. And a word about Sumit, I want to say he played really well both the matches. He was carrying an injury, but still I think he was a bit unlucky to lose the first match.
And now, viewers, what was meant to be cricket's biggest carnival is fast turning into a full-blown circus. And right at the center of this chaos is Pakistan, a side that appears unable to get a single move right. After days of flip-flops and confusion, top officials from ICC held emergency talks with Pakistan and Bangladesh cricket boards in Lahore as cricket's governing body stepped in to contain the damage. Now, the closed-door meeting focused here on pressurizing Pakistan to reconsider its decision to boycott the match against India, although the talks ended without any joint statement reflecting how unresolved the situation remains. Behind the scenes, however, Pakistan has placed a list of demands. And this is before the ICC, although Pak is absolutely in no position to dictate terms. But PCB here is demanding an increased share of ICC revenue, restoration of bilateral cricket with India, and also enforcement of the handshake protocols in the game. And now, viewers, hot off the plate and straight to your screens, time for Hot Trends now. As the fresher documents linked to Jeffrey Epstein resurface in the United States, Prince William and Catherine have now broken their silence. Kensington Palace says the Prince and the Princess of Wales are deeply concerned and firmly focused on the victims, marking their first public response to the renewed controversy. The revelations have now once again placed Prince Andrew under scrutiny over his past association with Epstein ties he has apologized for while repeatedly denying any wrongdoing. And now, viewers, a record-breaking snowfall has frozen parts of Japan since January 20th, pushing daily life to a standstill. Now, officials say about 46 people have died and over 500 have been injured as relentless snowstorms battered multiple regions in the country. Flights have been cancelled, schools postponed, exams, roads shut down. Troops were in fact deployed to assist the stranded residents. And now, viewers, just 2 weeks after announcing his retirement from playback singing, Arijit Singh left fans stunned once again, and this time not with a post but with a performance at a packed Netaji Indoor Stadium in Kolkata. Arijit walked on stage as surprise guest of sitar maestro Arnab Shankar, proving that while the mic may be set aside in the studios, the music clearly has not stopped. In a moment heavy with legacy and emotion, the duo performed Maya Bhora Rati, a rare Bengali composition by Ravi Shankar, reminding audiences that some voices do not retire, they simply choose when to return. And now, viewers, in a scene that feels straight out of science fiction, humanoid robots have been spotted practicing Shaolin Kung Fu alongside monks at China's iconic Shaolin Temple. Officials have clarified that this is a technology demonstration and not a religious shift, but the images have ignited a deeper debate. Now, as the Shaolin Kung Fu is more than combat, it is discipline, meditation, philosophy redefined over centuries. So for some, the robots represent innovation, humbly learning from heritage. For others, they blur an uneasy line between cutting-edge technology and sacred tradition. And now, viewers, Bollywood's fashion barometer is setting trends. Once again, Sonam Kapoor and husband Anand Ahuja are gearing up to welcome their second child, celebrating the moment with the star-studded baby shower that blended glamour with warmth. Now, Sonam's pastel green floral lehenga wasn't just a pregnancy look, it was a statement proof that maternity fashion can be elegant, seasonal and wedding ready. And now, viewers, in an industry obsessed with constant motion, Pankaj Tripathi chose to slow down. The actor has now revealed that he took a deliberate break from acting when monotony and fatigue began to dull his excitement for the craft. Now, speaking candidly, Tripathi said he no longer wants to chase projects for financial pressure or EMIs, but only stories that truly move him. Viewers, sometimes sports delivers a moment that goes far beyond scores and podiums. Olympic champion PV Sindhu has saluted rifle shooter Meghna Sajjanar, who clinched a bronze medal in ongoing Asian Championship in Delhi while 8 months pregnant. Now an achievement that stunned the sporting world. In a heartfelt post on X, Sindhu called it courage in its purest form, reminding us that strength isn't always about muscles or medals, but about will. Now, this being the second international medal in last 6 months, the 32-year-old shooter from Bengaluru stepped onto range. She didn't just compete. In fact, she redefined resilience. In doing so, she proved that powerful women don't just win medals, they quietly change what they believe is possible. All right, viewers, with that, we come to the end of Trending. Thank you so much for watching and stay tuned. On the other side, news and developments continue on Republic.
In Pune, they shielded the VIP brat and hid his blood samples. In Kanpur, they shield the Lamborghini brat and shield his blood sample. The Kanpur Lamborghini cover-up after the Pune Porsche cover-up. Arnab's debate at 8 p.m. A day after his explosive charge against Gaurav Gogoi, Assam Chief Minister takes questions from Arnab. Himanta Biswa Sarma speaks to Arnab on the Gogoi Parkling charge. Tonight, live and exclusive at 9 p.m. Co-powered by Century Ply Club Prime. Raho Befikar.
Our Pure Shahi Paneer Masala. Delicious, healthy, every day.
अरे टेंशन किस बात की? सेंचुरी प्रोवुड का प्रीमियम प्लस है ना, लो एमिशन है, हाई डेंसिटी है, वाटर रेजिस्टेंट भी, टर्माइट एंड बोरो रेजिस्टेंट भी है। यानी ये है जहां नो टेंशन वहां।
प्रीमियम प्लस बाय सेंचुरी प्रोवुड। MDH की हल्दी मिर्ची धनिया करे कमाल, ये रंग दे, ये खुशबू दे, ये तीखा, ये कम पड़े, क्या निराला MDH मसाला।
इसको घर पे लगाओगे तो शादी का तो पता नहीं, पर घर पक्का नहीं टूटेगा।
रुंगटा नहीं तो घर स्ट्रॉन्ग नहीं। रुंगटा स्टील TMT बार एकदम सॉलिड।
पहाड़ों में हाइकिंग शिप भी बन सकती है।
आर प्योर सूजी पास्ता उबालो मिलाओ और खाओ,
8 मिनट में तैयार।
क्या टेस्ट है सबका राजा आर प्योर मसाला।
This morning, Rahul Gandhi, leader of the opposition, created a ruckus and furor in the parliament. In response to the president's address, he insisted upon raising what he said were some issues of vital import to our national security. So what was he saying? He was trying to cite an article from the Caravan magazine, which in turn was quoting excerpts from General Narwane, the former army chief's unpublished memoirs. It may be recalled that the government had stopped General Narwane from publishing the book. As such, the authenticity of the excerpts cited in the Caravan magazine itself are open to question. But then let's try and take a deeper look at what is this bravura all about. So I have had a detailed look at the article in the Caravan magazine. I have no access to General Narwane's book or manuscript, but we had a look at the Caravan article in detail. So what does this article say? This article talks of the 2020 Chinese intrusions, which had culminated in the Galwan incident. in which 19 Indian soldiers had lost their lives. No weapons had been used, but the Chinese had laid an ambush with pointed stones, with baseball bats wrapped up with barbed wire and nails and studded with lethal handheld weapons. You see, 19 Indians had been killed, but in response our soldiers had given an excellent account of themselves in hand-to-hand combat, and it is said that 45, some claim up to 100 Chinese soldiers were killed, which they tried to hide by saying they had lost just 5 soldiers. The simple fact is that after this violent incident leading to 19 fatalities on the Indian side, we should have thrown the 1996 Peace and Tranquility Accord into the bloody dustbin. Dustbin. Because that accord says that you can't use your weapons.